families. Please join me in a warm National Press Club welcome for America's second gentleman, Doug Emhoff.
Thank you, Emily, and thanks for hosting this National Press Club. This place is pretty incredible, so thanks for that. Today, as Emily mentioned, we're here to talk about youth mental health. Right now, there is a mental health crisis in our nation. Depression, loneliness, and anxiety are increasing in young people. 1 in 5 teenagers report difficulty with anxiety or depression. As you mentioned, I've traveled across the country, including with our great Surgeon General, Dr. Murthy, who, as you mentioned, described mental health as the defining public health crisis of our time, and he's right. And together, as we've traveled, we've spoken with healthcare workers and community leaders about their efforts to provide mental health services to the youth. They've shared with us some of the factors that are making this crisis even worse. COVID, social media, gun violence, climate anxiety. They've all exacerbated this crisis. We have solutions. Their solutions are out there to address these very real and common mental health challenges. But we have to take action. We've got to make sure that we get these solutions out there. So we must provide each and every child with high quality and accessible and affordable health care. We've got to expand school-based mental health services and counselor trainings, and we need more professionals in that field as well. And we've got to create safe and healthier online spaces. This is so critical. We've got to push back on all this horrible content, but we have to promote better content, more positive content on these platforms. Also, there's physical activity. Physical activity can also boost mental health. It enhances mood and self-esteem. It helps us better manage our mental well-being and how we connect with others and how we get through our days. As second gentleman, I have hosted events all over the world to help improve youth mental health through sports, including partnering with the NBA at a youth basketball clinic in Ghana. I participated in a fireside chat with WNBA players to uplift women in sports during All-Star Weekend. And I've collaborated with a nonprofit called Kaboom, which is great. They're right here in Baltimore, on ensuring there's equity in play space, making sure that play space is available to all children. Sports, and I've seen this all over the country, I've seen it all over the world, sports plays such a unique and critical role in uniting our country and our world. Sports brings us together. Sports has the ability to bring people together and encourage us to live active and healthier lives. For young people, participation in sports and other physical activity is crucial to success on so many levels. Kids who are in sports, and it's been shown, are more likely or less likely to be anxious or depressed. They're more likely to feel more connected to their communities, have better social skills, and more positive academic outcomes. So it's all good. They've helped me. I was an athlete growing up, obsessed with sports, and still am. And I cannot tell you how much it's helped me in my career as a lawyer, and even doing this with the confidence to be able to go around the country, go around the world, and to be able to talk in front of people. I get a lot of that because I played a lot of sports. So there you go. President Biden and Vice President Harris recognize how critical youth mental health is to our country's future, which is why they brought partners to expand access to sports and nutrition for children. In 2022, President Biden hosted the first White House Conference on Hunger, Nutrition, and Health in 50 years, and that was long overdue. I spoke at that conference along with Ambassador Susan Rice and other young leaders about their efforts to promote healthy lifestyles in their communities. Then, in 2023, the Biden-Harris administration announced the White House Challenge to End Hunger and Build Healthy Communities, a nationwide call to action to inspire bold commitments from stakeholders all across the country. And earlier this year, I was proud to announce one of these new commitments, a historic partnership between sports leagues, players associations, and the President's Council on Sports, Fitness, and Nutrition. So we are doing the work. And since the announcement, we've seen sports leagues all across the country deliver for communities. In March, I spoke at the Miami Open to welcome the United States Tennis Association to the partnership. They're working with the President's Council to make tennis more accessible and to host public events that focus on nutrition and exercise. And just last month, I hosted an event with the great Secretary Tom Vilsack and the NFL. We visited a middle school in Detroit to highlight the latest updates to school nutrition standards. These efforts make a real difference in the lives of young people across our country. So, as we mark National Physical Fitness and Sports Month, as well as Mental Health Awareness Month, I want everyone to know that the Biden-Harris administration will continue to fight to ensure that young people have access to mental health resources and public spaces for physical activity. We must have every child in every community grow up and lead healthy, happy, and successful lives. Thank you all for your partnership and your commitment to this important issue. Have a great conference. Thank you.